lot's changed when it comes to the Porsche Cayman, and it goes well beyond that 718 name tag that's been applied. You see, gone is the car's flat 6 naturally aspirated heart, and in its place a 2.5 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged unit. The question is, has Porsche ruined a rather delicious recipe, or has it improved it with a new ingredient? Externally, this Porsche 718 Cayman S is not only filthy, apologies about that, we have been pounding the car around Silverstone, but I think it looks really good. Whilst looking broadly similar to the previous car, the vast majority of body panels have actually been changed or are totally new to begin with. And in this lava orange paint, which actually matches the 718 Boxster we tested a few weeks ago, I think it looks really, really good. These larger alloy wheels, we've got carbon ceramics on this as well. I think overall, it's a good looking machine. I think this could just be the best the Cayman has ever looked. It looks sort of more grown up, doesn't it? More mature, lower, wider, sportier, but premium. Moving inside, the interior has gone very much in the same direction. It's premium, it's upmarket. Not that the previous Cayman was in any way some sort of slum, but in here, the nice quality materials we've got here, the interesting architecture, the brushed aluminium detailing, it all looks great. This car's also fitted with a pair of rather good, really body-hugging one-piece carbon fibre seats. And just like every other Cayman that's come before it, it's an easy car to live with thanks to its mid-engine configuration. You've got a good size boot up at the front and extra storage at the rear. There's great visibility all the way around. It's actually quite a refined car overall. But you're sat there thinking, oh, that's lovely. It drives nice at low speeds, it's got reasonable practicality, you don't feel like it was built for 25p. Come on, get on with it. Is it any good? Yeah, it's really good actually. Really good. Now, whilst those turbos don't really do anything for the whole audio sensation of the Cayman, this car really has plenty of shove. There's loads more torque in the mid-range, which makes it better sort of out of medium speed bends, and particularly when you're on the motorway and you put your foot down, it's definitely more noticeable. There's a bit more punch. With 345 brake horsepower and 420 newton meters of torque, that all equates to a 0 to 62 mile an hour time of just 4.6 seconds. It's no slouch, this car. It possesses this lovely little short throw 6-speed manual transmission, which has a really delightful feel to it, really quite mechanical and very satisfying to use. The chassis of this car is absolutely fantastic. It's so dialed in, it's so focused, it's really neutral, and it lets you know whenever you're about to get yourself into trouble. But then also, it's really playful. Turn the traction off and the car is happy as Larry to get its tail out. Body control is exceptional. It corners really flat, but there's a button down here on this car which enables you to stiffen the dampers further and give you even more control over the physics of what's going on. And in addition to that suspension trickery, this car also has what Porsche call the sports chassis. That means it's 20mm lower than the standard car. Down here on this sporty 3-prong steering wheel, you'll find a little sort of, a bit like a Ferrari Manatino switch, this scroll wheel. I suppose it's Porsche 918 inspired really, but you can click through into Sport, Sport Plus or Individual. Each one will change the parameters of the steering, throttle response, and in this car with its active exhaust system, opens a valve. Whilst it doesn't sound as good as the naturally aspirated flat 6, that's the cost of progress. And make no mistake, this is most certainly the most capable Cayman yet. In comparison to the Boxster, I'd say that the Cayman just feels that tad sharper, that bit more rigid, thanks to having a solid roof in place. Both fantastic cars, both offer two different experiences. Thanks to that turbo, Porsche claim that this car will now do 34.8 mpg. If you fancy a Porsche 718 Cayman S, it will cost you £48,834.